Back once again, ill fam, your boy LDB. Check this out, man. It's 7:46 in the morning. I could be asleep. I could just be turning over. But instead, I'm up fucking with y'all because I take care of my ill family members. Those who fuck with me, I fuck with them. Okay? Anyway, check it out, man. I want to introduce y'all to this software right here. It's for chord progression, basically. It's free. I'm going to post a link under the video so you guys can get it. Get it whether you can play the keyboard or not. Most of us are not great keyboard players, but we get it. We put in enough work to get the song complete. But this will help you out tremendously, and you won't necessarily have to be able to play the keyboard to mess with it. Basically, what you're looking at here, you're looking at the interface of the software. You're looking at all the key progressions you could possibly come up with on the keyboard. All you got to do is click on it, and normally you would hear when you click in this area over here. Normally you would hear the chord, but you can't hear it for this tutorial because it would cause an audio loop, and we just couldn't get through with this tutorial. Or you have an audio loop, and you probably be cussing me out right now. You couldn't keep your earphones on your head, and your speakers would blow, and you want me to pay for that shit, and I'm not gonna do it. But anyway, like I said, normally when you go through here, whatever key you press, you will hear the chord. And over here you have any chord progression you can ever imagine. Minors, majors, minor, major 7, whatever. Once you select the chord over here, you can just go through and find all the different ways you could play that chord. And not only that, if you hit inversion right here, you will see the different inversions of that chord. So right away already you can see how important this free tool could be in your beat making or your track making. It's invaluable, and I'm gonna show you some more tricks. This is only the beginning of what this free software can do. Some of you guys may already be up on it. I wasn't up on it, until recently. I saw some other cat's tutorial, and he gave us a link to this at the end, and because it's a paid tutorial, I can't put that up for you, so I had to make my own. But again, you can see how valuable of a tool this could be, because if you're trying to learn the keyboard, it would show you the fingering and the notes that you need to be pressing on the keyboard in order to attain that chord. So to give you an example of how another way that this could help you tremendously, you can go up here to tools, right? And you can select chord pattern right here. All right. Let me bring this over to the side, make it a little bigger for you. See what I'm doing. Now, over here, say I know the tempo of the track that I'm trying to come up with a chord progression for is 95. So I can select 95 right here. You see the numbers going down. I'm going to get down to 95. Boom. All right. Now, you see this is laid out right here. It measures. You can, if you want to get stupid with it, I mean, I don't know how many measures you can actually have. But anyway, say I know I want to play a chord progression of C, just a regular C. I don't want the inversion, so let me take the inversion off. All right. You would hear it at this time, and then if you come over here and click in either one of these boxes, it's going to put that chord in that box. So let me put it right here. That's a C chord. All right, now say I want to play a G, go to G. Not only can I see it so I can learn it on the keyboard, I can hear how it sounds, and I can play around with different chord progressions by putting them over here. Now let me go get an A minor. A minor shows me the A minor. Once again, click over here, you'll see the A minor. And let's go with an F. There's the F. Put it right here. Okay. Now at this time I could hit play, highlight this first box, hit play. I would hear that chord progression. As you can see, it's moving through. And when it gets on that chord, you would hear it. All right, let me stop it. Now, if I wanted to repeat, I could come to this last box over here in the same measure as F. I don't want that to be an F minor. Hold on, let me change that real quick. I just want that to be a regular F. There we go. Now, in this, once again, in the line, measure 4 at the end, I would put, if you right click in this box, you have some other options here where you can enter the chord end of it. You can put the end of pattern or a loop from the beginning. So I'm going to loop it. So when it gets to the end of this measure, it's going to loop back to C. And once again, if we didn't have that audio loop problem, you would actually hear this thing playing this chord progression. And if you like it, you could keep it. If you don't like it, you could stop it. Say, well, I want something else besides a G. Say I want instead of F right here, I want a say I want a D. Okay, come over here, click on D to show it, and then double click over here and see it put that D right there. But I know I want an F, so let me go back and highlight the F. Put the F back right here. Now, here's another sweet thing about this free software. See right here where it says MIDI? I can export this chord progression as a MIDI file. Okay, I already got it right here, sample for EL music. And you know, if I didn't have that, let me delete this real quick. Delete it. All you have to do is come down here and put the name in, sample for EL, and save it. And this is saving it to a folder on my desktop. All right, so now I can close this out. Bam, bam. Let me bring back up my desktop icons. And this is the folder that I saved it in, folder on my desktop, sample for EL. Now, what I can do now is open up my DAW, which of course you guys know by now is Ableton. I'm using Chord 2 right here. Let me turn this up. And I already went into Chord 2 and picked what instrument I want to use. Can't remember what it is exactly. Let me open it up. I know it's a piano. Let's go. We're gonna roll with whatever it is, but of course you can pick whatever instrument you're trying to use for the chord progression, whatever instrument you're trying to use in your program. So what I'm gonna do now is, let me move this over a little bit. I'm gonna go over here to this folder where I saved that chord progression, and I'm gonna drag it in to my DAW. So if I drag it in right here, boom, I got the MIDI that I saved of that chord progression. And when I open up Chord 2, now watch this. We don't want it to record, turn that off. But anyway, it'll play it. It's playing that chord progression, the MIDI file that I saved from that free software. I mean, how dope is that? Just imagine what you can do. When you get your hand on it, you'll see what I'm talking about. When you can actually hear without that audio loop that I will be creating, you could just see how many ways you can do this now. It's a MIDI file, right? So you see your MIDI notes right here. So if I want to change something, I could just come in here like this and let's change the note on that one. See what I'm saying? Do you see how the possibility of how dope this actually is? I hope you do, because I figured it out real fast. Now I know that there's not a chord progression in this world that I can't use in any of my tracks, whether I can play it or not, because I don't need to play it. This is just the beauty of technology. I don't need to play it. If I bring this up, I can play around with the chord progression I want. Actually, when I'm hitting the different chord progressions, I will be hearing it. If it sounds sweet, then I can just go over here to tools, chord patterns, put it in my slot, you know, get my tempo right, and export it as a MIDI file and bring it into any DAW and hit play, and it's going to play that chord progression. I don't need to hire a piano player. I mean, this is hip hop, you know what I'm saying? This is R&B. Unless you're doing a straight ballad, you do not have to be able to run up and down that keyboard, man. You just need to get you a little melody going, little chord progression behind it. Boom, you might have a hit if you know the right hit chord progression. You put the, you know, to put the right elements in the song, man, you could possibly have a hit. But anyway, quick tip, quick tutorial. I just want to, you know, give you a rundown of how you can use it. And again, when I post the video, I'm gonna post a link up under it where you can go get this free software. Get it in your life. It's only gonna make you a better beat maker. LDB out.